Alexander Graham Bell, the man who gave the world the telephone. Who was Alexander Graham Bell? Alexander Graham Bell was a famous inventor and scientist, best known for inventing the telephone. He was born in Scotland on 3rd of March 1847 and later moved to Canada and the United States. His love for sound and communication led him to create one of the most important inventions in history, changing the way people talk to each other forever. Alexander Graham Bell grew up in a family that loved speech and sound. His father and grandfather were both teachers who helped deaf people learn how to communicate. Young Alexander was very curious about how sound worked and wanted to help people who couldn't hear. As a child, he loved inventing things. When he was just 12 years old, he built a machine to help a farmer grind wheat faster. This was just the beginning of his journey as an inventor. Bell wasn't always the best student in school, but he loved learning on his own. He was especially interested in science, music, and speech. In 1870, when he was 23 years old, his family moved from Scotland to Canada and later he moved to the United States. There he worked as a teacher for the deaf, helping people learn to speak using vibrations and visual symbols. But Bill had an even bigger dream. He wanted to create a device that could send voices through wires. The invention of the telephone. Bell and his assistant, Thomas Watson, worked hard on an invention that could transmit sound through electrical wires. After many experiments, on the 10th of March 1876, something amazing happened. Bell spoke into one of his devices and said, "Mr. Watson, come here. I want to see you." Watson, in another room, heard his voice through the wires. That was the first ever telephone call. Bell had just changed the world forever. Bell didn't stop with the telephone. He kept inventing and exploring new ideas. Some of his other amazing inventions and achievements include helping develop early aeroplanes and flying machines, inventing the photophone, a device that could send sound using light, creating devices to help deaf people communicate. Later in life, Bell moved to Nova Scotia, Canada, where he continued inventing and studying science until he passed away in 1922. Facts about Alexander Graham Bell. Bell's wife and mother were both deaf, which inspired his work in sound and communication. He never had a telephone in his office or home because he believed it was too much of a distraction. Bell's voice is one of the earliest recorded voices in history, thanks to one of his inventions. The first telephone call across the Atlantic Ocean happened in 1915, proving that Bell's invention could connect the whole entire world. Why is Bell important today? Imagine a world where you couldn't just pick up a phone and call someone. That was the world before Bell's great invention. Thanks to him, we can now talk to anyone, anywhere in the world. His telephone changed everything, leading to the smartphones we use every day. But Bell's impact didn't stop there. The same idea of sending voices through wires helped create the internet, allowing us to make video calls and send messages in seconds. Furthermore, his work led to improvement in hearing devices, helping people who are deaf or have hearing difficulties communicate more easily. Because of Bell, the way we connect with each other has completely changed, bringing people closer no matter how far apart they are.